Hello, welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Today, we're at the Giant Center here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're going to take you around and show you the biggest RV show in the United States. Come on.
Best advice for the show, arrive early and bring water. There's a really long walk from the parking lot, and then you go through the metal detectors and you have your bag searched. Remember, make sure you don't have any knives or weapons or any kind. You'll scan your code for your tickets and come on through. And this is what it looks like. And it is a hot day here in Hershey. It is 80 degrees. That's why I have the camping hair, don't care.
Here we are just past the entrance of the RV Super Show. And on this side of the RV area is where they've parked all of the trailers and Class A's and everything. It goes way down there. Remember, this is a 1,000,000 square foot area here. We've been down and looked at the Grand Design stuff. They got what seems like one of everything they sell down there probably. As we go this way, it's different dealers and different manufacturers all the way down, farther than we can see. So we'll take you around and we'll show you a little bit of what's going on over here in the trailer side. I think I can talk Allison into getting rid of our momentum and getting one of these. Let's see. This is a Mercedes Recon Class B. Let's go in and take a look. Well, let's start here. This is navigation like the one-touch system in our momentum. They've got the Truma system there. They've got the water pump and water heater and light switches and all that good stuff there. And they have a big Truma refrigerator freezer section there. And as we go up, sorry about the fan noise, but you have the bed up top, very nice. And down below here, looks like there's plenty of storage. There's doors on both sides. Little countertop area here with a sink. And I'm betting this is gonna be your bathroom. Sure is. It's got the wet bath down here. And a couple of nice shelves, I guess you'd pull out to take your shower. Very cool little Class B. There are a few vendors on the outside of the show as well, outside of the Giant Center as well. Here we have Campers Inn RV. We've got a bunch of power cords and chocks and sewer hoses and all the stuff that you need. Pretty cool. We're here at the RV Hall of Fame exhibit. They have a 1930 Model A commercial truck towing a 1930s RV as well. Let's take a look. Talking to the curator of the museum, and he said all of this stuff is period. They like to bring stuff that's all the same. So all this stuff was from the 1930s. This is an old Coleman stove, and he said it also has the oven portion, which is very, very rare. And he gave me a lesson on this thing. I'd never seen anything like this before, but it's actually for scaling fish, also from the 1930s. So you'd scale them like this. Very cool. All right, guys, so we've been walking this way for about 10 or 15 minutes, and we're still nowhere near the end of all the RVs here at the Super Show. We're going to continue on and see what else we can find to bring you guys. There's a few more vendors here, Tack Cat boats and stand-up paddle boards, little kayaks. Oh, there's Matt's RV reviews. If you haven't seen his stuff, go check him out. Some more furniture store down here. Something that I think was a little bit odd here, if you look behind me, we have General RV Center, and they have a bunch of different brands in here. I thought when you would get to the Super Show, you would have brand specific in one spot.
Look at this brand.
I could. So we got photobomb there if I switch it up. So what I was saying is, I thought it would be areas for like Grand Design and Keystone and Winnebago and Airstream, and apparently it's more of the RV dealerships, and then they bring what they actually have. There are a few that are brands, like we went down to the Grand Design and they were all Grand Designs, not necessarily under an RV dealer, but mostly it's just, mismatch. Whatever they happen to sell is what you get to look at in their area. Here's something neither of us were expecting, guys. They have some tiny homes here. It says park model. Very cool.
Now we're inside. We're going to see what all kinds of vendors there are, what we can find, what I can buy. So let's go shopping.
Well, we're in the inside at the vendor area around the ring on top of where the ice rink is. We found the Truma booth. Now I knew Truma did endless water heaters, but they actually have an air conditioning unit over here that I didn't know they even made. So let's check it out.
Along with lots of stuff to buy, you can also shop for these campgrounds. They have several campground vendors or campground memberships to see. So all over the U.S. and also vacation clubs. So much to see.
Still inside with the vendors. We're here at one of two that we've seen so far, Thousand Trails booths. If you watched any of our videos from before, you do know that we are members of Thousand Trails, especially if you're full-timers. Highly, highly recommended. You can go from a camping pass at about $500 for the year, all the way up to as much as you want. But very, very outstanding. We've stayed in Thousand Trails over 200 nights now, and it's already paid for our membership. Well, we lived in Alaska for 3 years, and we pulled a trailer up there, and I had to do something similar to this, but I did it with this thick like board that I got from Home Depot and Lowe's.
Okay.
How does this like compare to that? Or it's the same thing, right? It's to keep the cold out.
Right, so
Okay.
the idea is to keep your pipes from freezing, because with most RVs, your pipes are just hanging out on the bottom there, with nothing
Right.
to protect them. So these are inflatable skirts. So you don't have to do any sort of modification to your RVs. It's not like the snap-on skirts where you have to drill a bunch of holes
Right.
a couple inches. All
Or
over
tape.
Yeah, and with the DIY solutions, usually you wind up having to tape those boards to your RV, and it
Yeah,
takes a
right.
lot of time. You have to cut them exactly so how they would fit. These things, the tubes, you just unfold them, tuck them underneath the perimeter. They come with a pump
Oh,
here,
cool.
and yep, the pump's included. So you just switch ends of the pump to inflate or deflate.
Okay.
The whole thing takes about maybe 20 minutes to set up, and they come in. These are the standard clearance. They're good for most bumper pulls and coaches, and they come in a higher diameter tube, a 34-inch diameter tube, and those are good for fifth wheels, or if you have one of the ultralight trailers that tend to have a higher ground clearance. They come in that size. We sell the kits based on the manufacturer's stated length, and the tubes come in 2, 4, 6, and 8 foot lengths.
Nice.
So we just sell them based on that. All the coaches need customization because they've got different wheelbases,
Right.
different lengths between the front of your trailer, the front of the wheels, behind the wheels. So those will need customization. Some trailers have weird little configurations, and we need to customize those. There's no charge for that service.
Oh, cool.
Or if you have like one of those trailers that goes up on the ends and you might need to swap out for a higher tube, there's no charge for that as well.
Wow, very cool. All right, well, thank you. I've been checking these out too, guys, and these aren't like pool blow up inflatables. These things are actually, they feel like they have fabric inside of them. They're very sturdy.
It's actually canvas reinforced
Canvas,
with PVC.
okay.
They're similar to a Zodiac coat
Oh, okay.
material. So this is what they're made out of. They're really rugged.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to rip that, no way.
No, you can't rip it. They're very, very difficult to puncture. You would really need to have something extremely sharp.
Awesome. Well, I was saying in a video about 2 weeks ago that I was really looking forward to getting here and finding something that I didn't know even existed, and I just did. So this is really cool.